So Real Madrid have won the El Clasico as I had predicted, and there were fights going on. There are staff members who never get the limelight, so they want to just do something so that they can get the limelight. Everyone is fighting there, and Pedri has got a red card, so Barcelona are all the more angry. Rafinha has come, and I would suggest Rafinha to not come near Real Madrid players because if you are already injured and you don't want to give Real Madrid players a chance to aggravate your injury, and you are at the Bernabeu right now, you have lost. Fans in the Bernabeu are pretty passionate. The players are passionate. Vinicius Junior, like there was a moment in the first half, around 20th minute, where Lamine Yamal had a bad touch near the sideline, and Vinicius Junior didn't even think about it. He just smashed the ball onto Lamine Yamal, and I thought like, what is going on? So a lot of passion, a lot of emotions in this game. And basically, what happened was Real Madrid decided that they won't sort of try to show that we are a big club. Real Madrid, they didn't take it on their ego. They sat back, they countered Barcelona, and that is what every team needs to do against Barcelona. You sit behind, you let them attack, and yes, they will still create opportunities because they have Pedri in their midfield, they have Lamine Yamal, they have Rashford, they have Ferran Torres, who Barcelona fans obviously today would not agree with, who has been scoring a lot of goals, but they are still pretty much, they are very angry with Ferran Torres, and obviously, yeah, he's not Lewandowski, obviously. So if you are used to watching Lewandowski, you'll obviously feel like Ferran Torres is not a good footballer. But is your team so shallow that if Lewandowski is not playing, if Rafinha is not playing, then you will all of a sudden not be good enough? I mean, yeah, obviously these are two crucial players, but I still feel like you should, if Ferran Torres and Marcus Rashford are not bad replacement to have if your players are injured, and you should still show up a better fight. And the fact that Kunde is not in form, and basically, uh, if you are playing Barcelona, you just need two white players. I have made arrow for the Real Madrid players or any Barcelona position. They have this structure all the time. All the time, you will see if they lose the ball somewhere here, they can pass. You can pass here. These two passes should be to someone creative, someone who can find these balls, someone who can find these balls. And often you will see someone tries to just find this ball very close and they got tackled. I will suggest you need to sort of practice keeping it away. And like Thierry Henry said, if you are Kylian Mbappe, you can take this position, be offside to start with. Start with, let them come, let these player advance. They will have to track back, they will have to track back, and finally you will go close to the goal, and then you will find a lot of space here. Then the defenders would be here, Mbappe would be here, these players who were creative players would be here, and all this space. And sadly, Pedri would have to come back and cover, Casado will come back and cover, etc. etc. So you will have a lot of space, and that is basically the strategy. And then if you get corners from this situation, Barcelona also cannot handle aerial duels. So that is also a problem for Barcelona. And mostly, if you see the stats of this match, if you see the stats of this game, I'll show you when I can transition. And if you see the stats here, you will see Real Madrid look like they dominated, but it was not like they had a lot of the ball. I don't even think that these possession stats are pretty accurate. But if you see, Real Madrid were countering, and these chances were created because Barcelona are pretty bad in countering. If you see possession, Barcelona had more of the possession, passing accuracy was good, but yellow cards was equal. Red card, obviously, Pedri got a red card at the last moment. But if you say shots on target and chances created, etc., those criterias, Real Madrid were far and away the better team. And yeah, that is what happens if you don't have a stable defense. And if you want to sort of like be this team that plays risky football, that has all the technique in the world, it will not be sustainable. PSG showed that they dominated you. Real Madrid showed that. And if you play any top team in the world, if you play an Arsenal or Bayern Munich right now, you will get destroyed if you play like that. So I don't know what Hans Flick should do right now. Your pressing is not up to the mark, and your Basically you don't like your striker, your right back Kunde, who was very good last season for you, is not doing that well. And even you know that all these injuries you cause because you play such high intensity football all the time, it is pretty obvious that the young team you have, the old players you have, will not sustain throughout the season. Pedri, the amount of work he's doing, he's just tracking back also, he's creating chances also, he's going on into tackles also. Last minute went into a tackle, and there is so much responsibility around uh, Pedri that he got a red card. You had to sacrifice Pedri for this game because he had a lot of jobs to do, and he is not God. Like he cannot do everything, not defensively. Lionel Messi didn't have defensive responsibilities. There were people who were fighting for him, so that you cannot have your best player do all the dirty work as well as the whatever he needs to do uh, in the position box, etc. Lamine Yamal not good enough, and that is what I see. Where if you form a low block, then what Lamine Yamal can do when he's not given a space. And Kunde, he actually Lamine Yamal came to the other side and he delivered a beautiful cross to Kunde, and he couldn't control it with his chest. He should have gone for the header first time. I think confident players go for the header, and he tried to control it and couldn't. And even Real Madrid, if you see, they are not defensively that assured right now. Rodrigo was tracking Kunde and he could not keep up with him. They could have conceded. Barcelona had chances to also score a lot of goals, more than one at least. They could have also scored three. Real Madrid could have scored four. Kylian Mbappe's first time shot, that goal, that was offside. You thought again, oh, and again, Mbappe would be offside and he will not affect the game. They'll trap him with the offside trap. But eventually, Mbappe, players like Mbappe, Vinicius Junior, sorry, these players will find a way eventually. And the only thing Real Madrid needed to assure was that they form sort of a mid block, low block, and they don't take into their ego and go toe to toe with Barcelona. They invite them in and they counter. It was a simple game plan, and it was executed well. Real Madrid were the better team. They are the better team this season. And when I was previewing this La Liga season, you can watch that video as well. I thought that it was not sustainable for Barcelona to keep on going season after season playing this high intensity football, and they are a young team as well. They have injury prone players as well, so they will sort of go through a difficult patch of form right now. And I feel like that is coming. They lost to Sevilla, they lost to Real Madrid, now they lost to PSG. They were having difficulty against Olympiacos as well, who were threatening their goal, and until they got a red card. So there are issues in Barcelona camp, and I don't know what solutions they'll find. They have brought in Casado in their midfield, and they are trying to um, focus more on being more solid. But I don't know if you have a midfielder that is solid enough. That I feel you need a DM, you need Kunde to be better, and you need to be more sustainable in your approach. Your pressing needs to be better, your players need to work harder. And I feel like there is a lot of things that are not going well for Barcelona right now. Still they are second, and that is the strength of the league that they are playing in, that it won't cost them too much. But if they have aspirations of winning Champions League or a league again, then they will have to be much better. So yeah, that is all I have to say about this game. And yeah, it is always fun to watch El Clasicos right now because there is a young team and there is a Galactico team, and the young team plays a lot more free flowing football, brave football. And the experience side basically showed them that okay, we haven't made our name just for the sake of it. Like we can play football as well. They played with spirit, and Real Madrid showed that, like at the Bernabeu, they are a force to reckon with this season. And yeah, Real Madrid will also feel like they can improve more passing sequences, etc. Combination plays, they can do better. They can form better ways to attack. They can be more solid in defense, etc. etc. Their team can gel up much better, so that come the business end of the season, they are much better equipped to playing these kind of games regularly. And in the last stages of Champions League, when they might face Arsenal again, or PSG, Bayern Munich, or someone, even Liverpool, if they are in form in the second phase of the season, against those teams, they need to be defensively more solid. They need to handle set pieces better, and they need to basically play like a team more, and not just rely on individual brilliance like they have sort of done for the past few games. Mbappe, Bellingham has this like he's just in the right place at the right time again. Simple tap in, but he was in at the right place at the right time, and that is also very underrated skill that Bellingham has. And yeah, everything is going well right now for Real Madrid, and yeah, they're looking good for the title this season. So yeah, tell me what you think about this game, and if you were also so excited about this as a Barcelona fan, and what you found disappointing, and if you are a Real Madrid fan, how happy you are, and what do you think about Rafinha? What do you think about your Lamine Yamal right now, who told you that you are cheats, and the fact that everyone was fighting at the end? And obviously, I think Barcelona players would have told you that you are cheats. So, what do you have to tell about that? So that you can tell me, and yeah, bye.